Is Bobbert still around? If Bobbert's around, I will play a couple games with the Xenon deck for him. If he would like that on the stream. I will even play with his original build if he is that passionate about it. I think putting some Moonstone Guardians in that deck seems good, though. Yeah, I mean, I just think that this is a... Powering out a survivalist doesn't, like, lock your opponent out of the game. It doesn't do enough to be worth the hoops, is part of it. So if it's just, like, another part of an overall strategy, you can kind of get away with doing it. It's just, like, in this particular approach to the deck, I don't think that there is that much of an incentive to do it. I'm just going to keep both of these because the card is fucked up. It's incredible to me that this card got a nerf, and it's still one of the best cards in the best deck. Like, that's hilarious. You really like the card. I mean, sure, like, there's nothing wrong with liking the card. Don't get me wrong. Feel the need to torch this. When in doubt, when your opponent does something that you don't understand, just kill it with fire and go on with your day. This is very clearly a Regent's Tomb moment, because also Sabotage is a good thing to have access to when you don't know what your opponent is playing. Lingering Influence. What the fuck is going on? Guys, come on. What's happening here? Torch, yeah, that's fine. Sabo. Vanquisher's Blade. They have power and units. This has got to be in our, like, an mid-range deck? Yeah. Bottom. This is a pretty easy Vanquish. Remove the removal for your check, and then benefit their big beaters. Does nothing, turn it on. And devoured it, then killed him with it. I like it. I like it. Oh, shit. I like Protect. Protect seems great. Deck lists. I don't have it right now in the command there, friend. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're just gonna go Protect. They're just fully... This is... I don't have a link at all for it. I'm sorry. I will procure one for you. Yeah, I'm just fucking them up just horribly. That Protect was... Oh! That was one of the best. Like, people don't play this, like, goddamn cargo card. The wildest thing about FGS to me is how disposable the units are. Yeah, like, you trade them, and you trade them some more, and then you display of ambition, and you win the game. But yeah, Infinite Furia, this is also Lights Out Aces deck, so you can probably find it on Eternal Warcry under his account if you look for his thing. I just, like, totally took his list because he said that this is a good version of the deck. I've been playing it since then because it's been winning a lot. Yeah, this Santa's great. FJS, like, well, the big thing, but I mentioned just like right when it happened too, is just like, I mean, FJS has an incredible stock of stuff. I was surprised by, yeah, I think that AP and Rakano decks were the ones that got hit the most. Because, like, your market is just so good. Your market is absurd. This is Lights Out Aces deck. I have lost track of what you're talking about there, Iliac. Tomb v Tomb, very exciting. Display. I mean, they were both ridiculous cards there, Ace. Somebody was looking for the link to the deck, by the way. There's like multiple competitive AP decks. What are you talking about? Are they the same level of FGS? No, but nothing is, I think. I'm going to have a hard time keeping up with all the conversations going on here, friends. But you can keep at it. Not sure what you would get there. This seems like a good card. There's a reasonable chance that it's a Rizon. Not a Rizon. Interesting. Oh, this is great then. Well. This is spectacular. they have to have Riz on here, like exactly. I guess they could have the Vicious Highwayman. Oh, baby. I think they have Harsh Rule still, right? Yeah, I did not take their Harsh Rule. So that is the only card in their hand, I believe. Missed 2 damage because I'm very smart. You think I was supposed to get plate there? I think that I was worried specifically about a Rizon. Wait, what did they just would scheme? Did not technically misplay here because technically the plus damage did not matter. Actually, it did because I missed a life. I still haven't actually played the Granadin's deck there, Ace. I'm interested to see how it functions. Oh, wait. Now, the reason I'm also playing this out is so that I can set up for a Martyr's Chains if that's where the game goes. Cut ties. Hit you in the face very hard. Do you still have the Harsh Rule, or did you send it back? Yeah, okay, Harsh Rule. That's what I thought. It's really bad. I know this is what, like, Ace keeps on saying. Scheme. God, these choices. Like, Jesus. Chains. Let's do this. Yeah, you got it. Don't think that they have a... Yeah, okay. Killing all their shit. I'm not sorry, but I haven't been interacting with chat very much. You guys have been going very quickly. I'm very happy that you're discussing a ton, but it's hard to keep up with all of the stuff. I think that Rizon is excellent in this deck. It's something like 4 is a lot. I would play more Maidens or Mokta or Office if I didn't have Rizon. That sounds right to me. It seems to be one of the better possible filler things. I have it on 2 separate computers there. Oh, hi, it's Magikarp. I know Magikarp. I will be his Huckleberry. I don't think I need that much power. Like, it's not a question of being able to read it, it's a question of, like, being able to follow it. This may seem weird. I'm trying to play around a whirling duo and then into so that I can go into the smuggler. But they are apparently on a brew. This feels like a Regions Tune game. Alessi, yeah. This is definitely an Alessi deck. That's obvious. This is pretty good against Alessi, though. Like you are sounding like you're talking about yourself. I think it's a little bit too likely to things to go wrong playing at the Regions team there. This gives me a pretty wide berth of different possibilities. I think it's got to be Averaft, right? Sure, let's keep this. And I'm playing around Marshall here, which they seem to have. They actually very likely have Marshall, given the combination of shit that we saw. Trying to pull out the Marshall here. I have another... Chain seems so good in this matchup. I think I'm going to get Heart of the Vaulted, though, which is going to suck. Oh, I'm not getting Heart of the Vaulted. They still have Vanquish in hand. It's gonna go full value down. Like, I think that there's full greed mode, like, especially given the fact that I'm ahead in some capacities, means that like, it's just going to be very, very hard for them to beat maximum greed. So he, like, 1000% dies to Vanquish, but then I can either, if I draw a power, I can go power, I can go Murder Change, power, kill it. If I don't, then I can, the Display of Ambition, draw that, yeah, play show. Always double fucking check that I get that right. You're gonna have just such a hard time beating a single power. Yep, they're done. Good game. Good game. I felt like I played that one really tight, too. I'm basically locked into playing FJS for the ECQ at this point. It's just so good, and it's so consistent. And, like, I know the deck well. Like, I actually feel like I get it. I mean, it would be good against aggro there, Iliac. I mean, it'd be a huge buff to Shadow. Shadow is not doing that badly now, compared to something like Time, I think, is much worse. But, like, right now, relatively speaking, in the history of Eternal, the balance is pretty good. BTW, I am taking requests right now for Jank. If people have any that they're interested in me playing, I now that I've gotten to Diamond 1, I'm pretty comfortable spending a little bit of time doing some nonsense. Time is never, ever, ever getting better. That's a hot take. I think they call that a hot take. It'll get better someday. It'll get better someday. This is definitely going to the bottom. Like, just the plan of big fat dummies is not particularly compelling when your opponents are doing, like, stuff like this, basically. This seems okay given the pace of the game. Like, they don't have a one-drop, especially. Oh, Grenadines. It's kind of the arch nemesis of this. Oh, I regret my decisions immediately. This card is trash here. Okay, that's not that bad for me, relatively speaking. Come on, deck. Sure, that'll play. At this point, I'm not even going to get rid of the boar. It's not great in this matchup, but it's better than nothing. I have literally no way to stop this. I don't really know how I win this game, assuming that their hand does anything. Interesting suggestions. I know it's not Vanquish. Rizon or Vara. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with the, like, permafrost on this is, like, I am spooked about getting madness afterwards. Like, if they have madness instead and they don't have permafrost, then it's fucking horrible. Or if they just have a torch. Tomb to catch spells, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a consideration. Yeah, let's just let him have it. That's scary as fuck. Their hand is fire. I am incredibly dead. Like, I know no other way to read this other than the fact that I am dead. Yeah, I mean, that's always kind of the joke, is just don't play around anything. Torch. It's an interesting one. Now, if they steal this, and then I block here, and they don't have a combust target, so they just fucked up, they don't have a devour, then Deforged Plate can do a lot of work. Wait, are we doing it? I don't even have him in my fucking void. That's horrible. Well, so I felt like I needed to hit a Bara there. Haunting Scream kills me, I think. Okay, that kills me too. There's a lot of things that kill me. I mean, Double Madness, I don't think that I'm beating, basically, no matter what. Double Madness Combust. Yeah. As I said, I'm willing to accept jank right now. Now is a good time for the jank. Play some more of this very fun and interesting and novel and totally unexpected Winchest deck. Because I'm just enjoying the practice, but I am also happy to 3.5 and draft Forge Master. Yeah, it is an okay draft card. It is his claim to fame. It is an acceptable card. Wasn't that fun when you had no chance at any point. Yeah, it was quite the game. This is Elysian idiots. I'm probably very dead. I think I'm very dead. Why did I play the Justice Influence first? Can we talk about how dead I am? Because it's, like, very dead. Don't have a thing that I have any 2-cost spells that really matter. The only... Yeah, let's keep that. How many spells do I have in my void? 1, 2, 3. We're getting there. We can actually get there next turn, now that I think about it. So I am going to send this back. I'm going to... Actually, no, I should just get Harsh Roll. What am I talking about? Well, that's going to be good. I guess Vanquish decreases the damage very slightly, and it does set up the Riz on, so maybe that was a mistake. Oh, 11 actually. Jesus. Just incredibly dead. Astonishing. Few people have been as dead as I am going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I do have Seek Power if I wasn't dead here. But unfortunately, I'm dead. I always find that when I get to a new rank, it's just a very common thing that I just lose 2 or 3 in a row. I don't know why. I mean, it's purely just superstition / confirmation bias, whatever it's called. One of those cognitive biases. But it seems to happen to me a lot. I just go Seek Power into Rizon, and that gets me there. I just don't think that Maul is that great. I think it's fine. So like part of it too is that for me now, I'm hoping for the rest of the week to instead transition into like now I'm basically locked into FJS as a deck. I'm greedy, man. I know what I am. Don't know if that's greed, but or just like reading the metagame. But yeah, I was just trying to say, I really want to just jam a bunch of games with various, like with and against various meta decks, like specifically the aggro decks, and just see exactly how bad the matchup is and how much I have to devote to the deck in terms of like trimming and changing stuff to fix the matchup. Because this version of the deck is very clearly not good in that matchup. I want more power, so that's why I'm doing it this way. That's why I get even deeper in my deck to get the power. Clearly does not have 4 power on the other side naturally, so I'm just gonna keep them off of it. 4 is like they're like a place where they have a big power spike. Okay, so they found it there. They're not playing either the Chrysius or whatever his name is, or the Obelisk there, so that's good for me. Stat Maiden is very good here. I don't think they had Torch. We've seen. Doing the math. Really want power here. Power will be so fucking clutch. Sure. Yeah. What the fuck, what? Batty? What are you talking about? What sequencing? Why does it matter? I didn't attack. Oh, right. You're right. Not dead to rally. And I'm not dead to torch. Should have played this first, technically, in terms of sequencing. Doesn't really matter, though. Sure, doesn't... Once again, does not matter. They just can't beat this card. Yeah, you guys are definitely right. I played a little bit sloppy there. They just have full burn. They have one off lethal here. I also technically have one off lethal. That was a surprisingly close game. This guy just carried me hard. Lifesteal is a good ability. Don't know if you guys knew. Okay. I would like somebody to challenge me with a deck. I would like to have a little bit more focused testing. I feel like I have a pretty good handle on the deck and what's going on with it and all the different variations and combinations of cards that come up. So who wants to battle me? I'm doing this for the purposes of testing for the ECQ. The thing I'm particularly interested in is the mirror and then against some aggro decks. So if somebody wants to play something like just volunteer, you Bobber, yeah, let's jam. I don't you don't need to tell me what it is. Just like something that's not like it's something that's meta. I'll put it. So you can just challenge me. I am so first friend me. I'm plus 6651. I need to make some sorry Fanic Grape. I think I have too many friends. So not Xena mid range, yeah. I think I have a decent matchup against mono unplayable 6-drops. Yeah, so just challenge me when you're ready. So yeah, we're just doing some particular testing of that. Okay, so Bobbert Joe. Play. Should have just talked about the details of this. Yeah, pause the stream. I was going to say I was typing to you because I didn't think that you're going to be listening, but I mean, you're probably not listening now, which is fine. Okay, let's do a 5 games, or just do a 5 game set of whatever it is that he's playing. I have no idea what he's on. We'll discuss it afterwards. I'm definitely interested in kind of really feeling out some of these different matchups and exactly how they play out and testing some of the details, the nitty-gritty, as it were. Oh, God. This is not great, but we're going to keep it. Okay, so he is on Elysian. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that for the purposes of being able to play out Vara. Vara is really good in this case. This is definitely one of those games, one of these matchups where you really want to have access to the... Yeah, let's go Quarry, hoping to get a torch. Did not. Probably should have just slain. Like, I guess, like, the difference is if they have something good follow-up, I do kind of want to be able to have access to the Vara. Whatever. Probably a slip-up. Oh, they don't have extra power. That's good for me. This is probably sacrificed. Or they have a permafrost, I suppose. They have a permafrost. What a shock. God, this night damage, so much of it. This is dealing so much of the damage, so I'm pretty happy to get this off the table. Even though, obviously, the Infiltrator's already landed. No Nightfall? One time? One time dealer? Oh shit. We did it. No, equivocate or teleport. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's just kill this. They're just not getting dealt very much damage. So, like, especially since they're very far away from Maul. Let's go here. Nothing interesting. Draw a card. I really want to be able to get a plate online. As I kind of mentioned earlier, it's close. Ugh, come on. This is just unconscionably expensive, so one good hit with this and that should be good. Okay. Maybe I should torch this. It's tanking. That's a bold play. Actually, how close am I to 1, 2, 3, 4? Or is it 4? Oh, geez, that's really good. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it, 6, yeah. I'm just gonna keep dropping Vara. Yeah, so he is operational. I should have just checked that. I'm gonna keep this back for now. Teleport, yeah. This plays around a And haste, a charge unit. Oh, geez. Okay, so they're still like a million power away. So, that's probably Equivocate, which is still a pain in the ass. I never know how to pronounce that. Siculus? Yeah. Sure. It's probably Equivocate. Okay, this is probably getting the... that's the mall. Equivocate, yep. This is an effort to just get cards out of my hand. Because they didn't have exact lethal with Maul here, but I can shoot them in the face. They don't have the power, though, which is cool. This is 11-12, Jesus Christ, at this point. We did it. Barely. Barely. Good, good, good. Fucking hell, I hate this fucking challenge. Okay, I'm gonna actually change the stream title. Why can't I spell? Because I'm doing this like super awkward. That's the reason why. Yeah. I know what it is, so I'm gonna actually play like I know what it is. I thought the first game I played like I didn't. I have a ton of power. I'm definitely doing this. I'm definitely doing this. The question is whether or not I dig deeper or I just find power. I think that I just go for power in the next turn. Quarry, sure. I do want power from one of these, at least. I'm very happy to just do this, and then if it gets equivocated, it gets equivocated. The overall life total exchange is like, okay. Not enjoying getting all of these cards in my hand. I'm usually a pretty big fan of cards in my hand, but this time it's not that great. Yep. Ugh. That hurts. That really hurts. At least I didn't have Berserk. How are we doing with spells? 1, 2, 3, 4? I should honestly be doing this first. What am I talking about? Three, four, five, six, seven, eight. This looks very strange, but I think that this is correct to do because it does leave me not dead to Maul. It should be on. Yeah, it is. We also talk about how I'm just drawing all of my shows, specifically right now. Did he not realize that it had lifesteal? I guess he could have multiple. Protect? It's gotta be this, right? Sure, this is the cheapest one. Maul me? Yeah. Rough. Almost was able to play out the second Maul. Or say, play out the Regis Tomb to block the Maul. Ugh. Yeah, I think that this matchup is probably not favored than, like... It's played out different ways in different times for me. I mean, that was also... Both of those games didn't feel exactly representative. I drew, like, 3 shows, I think, that game, which cost me something like 10 damage, or at least, over the course of those 2 mauls. So that didn't feel representative there on my side. And then on his side, obviously game 1, he just didn't draw, like, any power. Like... The matchup's surprisingly close, even though it's... I think that the mold decks are specifically designed to prey on FJS. I do think that Defiance helps a lot, though. I might want to include a copy. At least. For Seek, for Cargo. I mean, it's felt good. I hate Runehammer. No one to save the deck. I'll just run the same one back. I think cutting one Runehammer for one Defiance seems totally fine. This is too slow in this matchup, especially given the fact that I'm on the draw. I'm just gonna, like, I know what it is now, so I'm just gonna not gonna pretend otherwise. I don't think I can ship her. She's too good. Shoot her in the face. It's a good card. I do want to have access to that sweet, sweet plate. Did not get sick listed. That's a bitch. Yeah, it's not that bad of a unit, all things considered. I've seen worse. Seen much worse. Sure. I'm honestly just gonna go for the harsh rule now. So many cards. That seems fine. Like, I mean, obviously none of those cards are great, but how are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'll be online very, very shortly. I'm also going to be dead really shortly, too. They need power, which they didn't have last turn, but they have 2 draws. How do I get the maximum number of cards in my hand? I think the best I can do is 2, which is not great. I can't play Tomb because I have the waits on me. Yeah, and I mean, I understand it. I just don't have time. I guess I could do that and then set it up for the following turn. That actually makes sense. Yeah, like the getting hit by the teacher just destroyed me. Yeah, Black Vice would be pretty good in that deck, not gonna lie. Definitely can't keep this. If this was not a scout power, I think I'd ship this. This is game 4, by the way, of our 5-game set. Oh, yeah. That's a great one. That is a hit. That's a bingo. Just going to do that now in case they're playing some number of counter spells. I know it's not likely, but may as well play around it. I feel like they do have to have them all most of the time in order to win this matchup, though. You just have so much lifesteal. So I'm just thinking if there's a way to attack Maul itself other than just Tomb. Because Tomb is super slow. Vara off the top, please and thank you. Doesn't count. Does not qualify. Corruption, I think that's too cute. Like, it's and too narrow is a better way to put it. One, two, three. Yeah. I don't want this. I want a merchant. This looks very strange, but do you still not have the... One, two, three, four, five. Oh, sure. That was some tight play. I like that play. Do you like that sequencing there? It was excellent. It was definitely the correct sequencing. I have no doubt in my mind that that was sequenced precisely the way that it should have been. Don't question me. Oh, please don't. Oh, come on. Jesus. So obnoxious. Just bounce your thing. Bounce your thing. Bounce your fucking thing. There's basically no excuse to teleport there. I'm literally doing this just to get cards out of my hand and gain some life. I'm not dead to them all now. So we're 2-2. Like, it's felt really even. We've been challenged. But, like, they have to have Maul. They have to have Maul. I mean, they're usually going to get it, especially given how much they, like, how many cards they look at. Boar seems good. They just have so many attachments. This guy is, like, subtly amazing. It's one of these cards that, like, when I first saw this deck, I'm like, really? Gloaming Wisp? And it's like, well, no, I think it's fine. Surprising, much better than what it looks like. You don't keep it. You just need lifesteal shit, right? That's what you've been finding. Bottom. Enthusiastic bottom. Yeah. Bobbert's got it right. Ah, Jesus. Now, I mean, I take 4 here. Hopefully they don't have the Sickles. Jesus, I can never remember that name. It's so hard. That's a Maul. It is getting permafrosted. Grasped, sure. That was terrible sequencing, in case you were wondering. Sequencing here is really hard. Yeah. Okay, Bobber should be in chat then again very soon. I think that I'm also interested for anybody else who's watching, if you had any feedback on the series. It definitely feels like Maul is a really important ingredient in the deck and in the matchup. So I just feel like that is the thing that I need to target in some capacity in order to improve the matchup. I think that like I definitely made some misplays with it. It is a surprisingly hard matchup to get all of the intricacies right, especially on my side. I think that your side is a lot easier to play. Because especially like getting cards out of your hand optimally is really difficult. Being on the play is also really important too. Just having that advantage of things like Teacher being immune to Slay is massive. I think that I do want to put a Defiance in at least. Probably see if I can find room for 2. If I had to guess, I think that what I would do is, because I don't think they need to do that much more. I think you just need to do a couple, like there are a couple of cards that are particularly bad. Like I don't really like Runehammer. Runehammer has not been doing a ton. Runehammer is good against the Feast Callers, and there's just not a lot of those around. Like other than that, like what do you really want it against? You don't need it against, like, I mean, it's good against Rakana, but you don't need it. Yeah, Tomb is also surprisingly good against you. Like, that was something that I hadn't realized how important that was, because it just, like, just playing those games, it became so obvious that Maul, you basically just need it, because I have so many big lifesteal units between the Merchant plus Plate, Vara plus Plate, like any of them, they all just do such a good job of turning the game around so quickly that you need to have Maul in order to kill me before I can really, like, before you play fair. The reasonable part of marking card. I think that this is like if it costs 1, I agree. It doesn't though. Yeah, that too. The one of Boar has been good. I think that it definitely bails you out of some situations that other cards don't. So I think that I like it, honestly. But yeah, my inclination right now is -1 Runehammer, -1 Cargo, +2 Defiance. Like, I think that overall the matchup was, like, it's very close in a surprising number of ways, just like the way it just a couple turns play out, and you, for instance, you're drawing the number of shows that you draw, etc. It really makes a big difference. So the matchup is definitely winnable. Yeah, I mean, I think that either one of them is fine. In that particular matchup, I think that you would rather have the scroll than the cargo. Maybe that's actually kind of an answer to it. I don't know. Like, they're both really, like, Winchest cargo has, like, there've been a bunch of times where it's done some really cool stuff for me. Got me cards that got me out of really sticky situations that nothing else would have. Like, that it's obviously kind of like the corny application of the card. Like everyone is like, oh yeah, you know, getting lucky on, you know, a ruin on a specific turn, but you know it happens. That is something that you have access to when you have that card in your deck. If you don't have that card in your deck, then you just don't have access to those answers. You don't have the position to get lucky, if that makes sense. Jesus' Office is definitely a card that I'm eyeing, though. In addition, enjoy the deck space. I think I just said that just before you wrote that there. Halfway Crusader. It is very, very close. I don't exactly know. It does a bunch of things reasonably well. It's good against aggro in that you get to close the door pretty hard when it gets active. It's good against mid-range in that it gets a bunch of value, and that's always really good. And not to mention a removal spell for it, which is decent. It doesn't have any, it's not quite. That's the problem with all of these this deck, right? That you just have so many good cards that you have access to. What's the combination that you play? Interested in any other thoughts still, though? One of the things I always have to remind myself of is that it's not like there is a clear and definite right answer that I'm just missing, which is where my brain kind of goes to as a default all of the time. Just crack the code. What is the answer? Find the hack that gets through. That's just not the case, especially with a deck like this that's kind of established. There's not going to be that breakthrough attack very often. Let's do a couple games of this on ladder, get to 1 o'clock on my time, and then close out the stream, I think. Stedman has been quite good for me. I think that it's fine as a tool for now. It's definitely one that I'm keeping an eye on, though. Oh, yeah, Show is absurdly bad in that matchup. It's horrid in that matchup, but I need it everywhere else. Yawning all over the place. Just a very dignified and professional streamer we have here. Oh, hey. Well, we trained for this, boys. I need this in order to cast Plate. Oh, this isn't it. This is Praxis instead of the Maul. I'm getting stingered. Son of a bitch. This guy is great here, though. Rizan is spectacular in this matchup. Fuck my life, as the kids say. Sure. This one's surprisingly hard. This deck, I think, is like, okay. It's not great. Yeah, this was my motivation. Hey, Zagoyaki. They do have a torch, though. Double torch. Okay. If they have triple torch, I'm dead. Oh, shit. Please do tell. Ah! Well, the lifesteal should be on this, I think. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it. Oh shit. That's so funny. I'm surprised that it works that way, honestly. Still does not have the lifesteal. Are we at 5? 2, 3, 4. Dang. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. Well, I'm definitely doing the following. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm in a position where here I mean, Obliterate is clearly face up on the table right now. The issue is that I don't think that they have the extra power. Because they're doing the math right now is they do this attack, they get me down to to 4, and then I attack back. Because the thing is that they know that if I attack with this, then I block here. It's just that I think that if they know that they had the power, then they would just really confidently attack here. This is just the read. So, the question is, because if I block here, then they draw the power and then they obliterate this. I'm going to take the damage. No, I'm not all in on plate, exactly. Now, I do think that they have the rally here, which is going to be very hard to beat. That sucked, yeah. If it was just one, I think I would have been fine, but the two is brutal. Yeah, this is what I expected. And I had no way to play around that. Now, they are farther away from Obliterate here. Hoping to pull out a rally. Didn't think that it was particularly likely. Rip. Yeah, and I had to do both those blocks too, otherwise I died to that rally. That was a close game. If they didn't have the double trap, I'm probably okay. They got whatever, like 4 out of the 5, I think, of the traps. Sure. Sand already has a bunch of power. I think I'm fine. That's not exactly what I want. Okay, okay. Lag? We did it. This is probably a play game. I mean, especially whenever you get the hidden road smuggler specifically, it's probably a plate game. It's usually a plate game anyway, so. I'm getting this in order to hide things. Combust me, Daddy. This is kind of fun because they can't devour it. Mostly is just not playing out anything else because the idea is like that they need combust specifically to take this down. And, like, even if they like chain madness, they're only dealing 6 at a time. The reason I'm taking this out is because I think that the Berserk is more meaningful than just the extra 2 damage or the Warcry. Who cares about that? See what I'm talking about? They probably have to double block in order to take it down. Now, they do have a setup here for... yeah, I was thinking about that, but my purpose is that I'm worried about them having something like Madness Combust for it. I guess I shouldn't be that worried about it. I was freaking out for kind of unnecessarily there. Because if they had to combust, they would have used it. That's a good sign. So 5 plus 8 is 13. I can survive this. Yeah, I think I was playing a little bit too cautiously there. It's a good card. If they sacrifice her... Okay. Yeah, I'm attacking. My logic here is that I think that they have the Haunting Scream, and the Haunting Scream, actually, I think that this... Yeah, so that's worth 8 damage, plus 1. Oh, wait. What was this play? My opponent played very badly there. Yeah, they just fully threw away lethal. Nice matchup against top 100 players. I like it. I like it. Okay. Well, I think that that's that for them for the night, because they're clearly playing at their sharpest, but it'll also be it for me for the night. Thank you very much for everyone who hung out with me tonight. Please follow if you haven't already. You get notifications when I go live. You can also join the Discord. There are all those links below that you can check out. Also, there's a YouTube channel. I've been loading up a bunch of my videos from the streams. I try to get those basically every day too, so check that out as well. Really was a lot of fun doing this. I learned a lot through the course of the stream about this deck, and I think I am basically going to lock this in as my deck for the ECQ. Maybe just do a couple more tweaks, but I'll be kind of focusing on that over the course of the rest of the week. Not always going to be playing just Winchest myself. I'll probably be even switching up the roles, but focusing on just kind of saying, you know, this is the deck that I am trying to become as familiar with as possible moving into the ECQ event. Also, keep your eyes open for the tier list that'll be coming out very, very shortly. Either probably on Wednesday. If I don't stream tomorrow, it's because I'm finishing up stuff with the tier list. I'll be trying to stream tomorrow though. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that because it'll be coming out this week before the ECQ. Yeah, definitely they fucked up the sequencing there. That was an easy win if they had played it properly. But yeah, no, this was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I hope that you did too. And I will find somebody to send you to because I'm sure there's somebody who's still streaming who's interesting. Because there basically always is. Loco Pojo. We are going to send you over to the most loco of the Pojo. And tell him I say hi.
Garbo. That might be a first turn conceit. Hey Neon. Cheers. How's it going, folks? We're trying to get the first turn kill for the first time ever in Eternal. Done, I think, most of what we need to do to maximize our chances. I've added Borrowed Violence, which is going to make the math a little bit different, and I'll